welcome back to the BeatKonductaz. My name is DJ Olo. This is the King of the Beats 5. This is 5 years straight, man. And today's judges panel is pretty dope. We got my man Big Pooh, rapper Big Pooh from Little Brother. Next to you, we got my big brother Sean J. Period, longtime judge. We got my man Jay Clyde, and then we have my man Vice Soul Etrick.
It's great to be with you all again. I get you.
Oh, Sean's got a major delay, it looks like. All right, that's what's up, man. All right, so what I'm gonna do, man, is I'm gonna get right into the battle. We've got 16 producers. We've got a dope prize. Somebody's taking home this MP7 tonight. Their challenge for the first round is to basically play for 3 minutes. They can either play a bunch of beats, they can play one beat, they can play a live set, whatever they wanted to do. But in this first round, we have to cut 8 people. So we're going from 16 to 8 in the first round. So these first 3 minutes of this battle is very important for all these producers, all right? So up first, we got Sound Minds versus Ute. All right, that's what's up, man. So that was Sound Minds versus Ute. Up next is Doc Spliff versus Hamburgin Mercy. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Hamburgin Mercy. He never told me how to say it, so I'm just saying it how it's spelled. Judges, it looks like we lost Sean J. Period, but I'm gonna wait till the end of this whole round to come back and ask you for your deliberations. This is Doc Spliff versus Hamburgin Mercy. Yeah, that was a dope battle right there, man. So that was Doc Spliff versus Hamburger Mercy. Hamburgen Mercy. All right, that last video right there was like some film festival shit right there. That wasn't some normal shoot it on your iPhone type shit, man. That was crazy right there. So judges, we lost Sean J. Perry again. Damn, man, we can't get Tony Smith in. All right, so Tone is actually on IG Live right now. All right, shout out to Tony Smith, James DeWitt Yancey Foundation. He actually has, they're gonna actually give the winner of this battle a pretty dope jacket, which is right here. Let me show you what it looks like. Put it up on the screen right quick. Bang. So shout out to the James DeWitt Yancey Foundation. They're gonna give the winner of this battle that King of the Beats jacket. They're also gonna be getting this EMU MP7 vintage workstation. All right, so up next we got First Spawn versus Soul City. Like I said, judges, you just choose one of the two. Only one person can advance to round two. One person's gotta go home. All right, here we go. All right, so that was First Spawn versus Soul City. What happened there, the reason I screwed up in the beginning is because First Spawn never got his beats in. I never received First Spawn's beats, so that was all Soul City. He gets a free pass right there. He won that round. He automatically advances to round two. So that's Soul City. Up next, we've got, let me see what we've got. This is a good battle right here, man. Up next, we got Coupe de Ville versus K Beta. Coupe de Ville will be first this time.
Coupe de Ville.
All right, that's what's up, man. So that was Konductaz versus K Beta. Judges, you still there? Looks like we lost Sean J. Period for good. The last round you just saw was Coupe de Ville versus Beta Max. And the next round you're about to see here is a good one too, man. I haven't seen any of these videos yet. This is a good battle. This is DJ Big Smooth versus Gold Rush.
You're wrong. No.
Over.
So, up next, well, first of all, that was DJ Big Smooth versus Gold Rush. Shout out to both of those guys right there, man. Those are two dope sets right there, man. Very nice. Up next, we have Phil Real versus Sam Seed, the Shaggy Dog. This is another dope battle. And let me let everybody know who the judges are, man. We got my man, rapper Big Pooh from Little Brother. We've got my man Jay Clyde, and we've got Vice Electric. We also have Sean J. Period and Tony Smith on IG Live right now. They're tuned in on IG Live. So here we go. This is Phil Real versus Sam Seed, the Shaggy Dog. Phil Real is first.
Hold it. You Sam Seed? Maybe. Sam Seed, there's no need to change his name.
son. Your kung fu's only good for fighting birds.
That's what's up, man. That was another dope battle right there. That was Phil Real versus Sam Seed, the Shaggy Dog. Look, I'm playing everything at Unity, all right? I'm not turning anybody up. I'm not EQing anybody. I'm playing everything the way it was submitted to me. So up next, we've got the champion of the 28 Days of Dilla, Kelsey versus Freak Sinatra, all right? This is another dope battle right here.
really know how to show a nigga a good job, can't be fair, you know what I mean? Word life. man, you really know how to show a nigga a good job, kid, for real, you know what I mean? Word life. Rico, man, you really know how to show a nigga a good job, kid, for real, you know what I mean? Word life.
All right, that's what's up, man. Dope battle. That was Kelsey versus Freak Sinatra. Two dope battle producers. We're coming up on our last match of this round, which is going to be Thready Beats versus Passage. All right, and then we're going to come back into deliberations. We need to know who's going to round 2 and who's going home. All right, that's what's up, man. So that was the last match of this round. There you go, Cece. Looks like we lost the Instagram live, but Cece's gonna go back up in a second. Judges, do you have everything you need? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, I think Sean and Tone texted me already, but let me just see what y'all have to say, man. We'll go back to round one, really. Let's start with round one, or match one, actually. Round one, match one, which was Sound Minds versus Ute. And we'll start with Vice Electric.
Word. This one was very close to me. I'm going with Sound Minds on this one. I think that I liked his creativity, his overall vibe, and his sound design. I think was very creative. I think that's what made him edge out the competitor here. So I'm going with Sound Minds in round one.
In this one, I went with Uche on this one. Like Vice said, real close battle. I think evenly matched. I appreciated his strategy, and it's a strategy that I would have taken if I was in this battle. If you could just give me 3 minutes, I'm gonna play as many dope beats as I can in that time. And he did that. I definitely like the Adina Howard flip. Good variety of stuff. So you kind of got a real clear picture of how dope he is, because he just played a bunch of shit.
I ended up going with Sound Minds for this one. Like everybody else referenced, it was very close, very, very close. But in my opinion, I think Sound Minds edged out Ute just very slightly.
No, I think they're both going in the right direction. Like I said, with Sound Minds, I really like his creative the creative way he goes about chopping the beats and the sounds that he uses. I agree with Clyde with it was a good strategy to come with as many beats as possible. I think they're both going in the right direction. Just keep doing what they're doing. Keep building up that catalog.
Yeah. So I mean, both of these guys are dope to me. So there's not really much I can give like technically, because I think they're doing all the right things already. But I would go back to, just for everybody that's battling, like if you're in a situation like this where you get 3 minutes and there's no rules or anything, you really, really, really handicap yourself if you're only going to play one beat. You know what I'm saying? And that actually happened in later battles. So keep that in mind when you're in a situation like this. How are you going to attack it? And don't just try not to limit yourself to just one beat, because that one beat better be fire.
Yeah, I piggyback off that as well. I was going to say, like, the more, when you have this amount of time, the more you can give us to show your range, to show, what you're capable of, the better chances you have. And also, if you're gonna do multiple beats, definitely the transitions from beat to beat to beat is, that's something that should be worked on as well, in my opinion. I think that would just benefit and really accentuate what you're already doing.
So Sean J. Period sent me a text saying that he missed the first round because he had technical difficulties and he dropped out. He only heard Sound Minds. He didn't hear Ute, so he said he can't vote on that one. Tony Smith was on IG Live from the beginning, and he said that he goes with Sound Minds. So that's 3-1 Sound Minds. So Sound Minds is going to round 2. All right, match 2. Match 2 was Doc Spliff versus Hamburg and Mercy. Let's start with rapper Big Pooh this time.
For that one, I went with Doc Spliff. I think in my opinion, he edged him out. That was another close one for me. Although I liked the second gentleman, is the Hamburgerson. He had some cool stuff in there. I just think it just got a little too out there for this type of battle. So I definitely gave the edge to Doc Spliff.
Yeah, I went with Doc Spliff as well on this one. I like the Quincy Jones flip. Kind of added some extra elements to a real familiar sample that we all know. So that was kind of cool. With Hamburg, definitely a different style, very distinct. The one thing I will say is it wasn't, at least the stuff he played for me, wasn't really aggressive enough. You kind of, I preach this all the time when I'm judging these battles. Is you can't, you gotta bring the energy, and like you gotta, you're going to cut somebody's head off. You can't just play your kind of soft like R&B type stuff. Not that it was like an R&B record, but you got to be more aggressive. And then just step it up with some of the sound selections. I thought some of the drum selections were a little tired maybe. So moving forward, just keep those things in mind. But Doc Spliff got the win on that one.
Yeah, I'll go with Doc Spliff as well. Pretty much to carbon copy what the brothers have said so far. Doc Spliff, to go a little bit further, really good technical. I can tell he's a veteran. I can tell that he's been doing this for a while. Like everything was nice and clean, mix, sequencing, all of that stuff. Definitely go with Doc Spliff. Hamburg, he like Pooh said, very abstract. I think he wins in the name department though. He definitely got a dope name. But yeah, and as far as his the way that he brought the beats with the video and everything, his presentation, that was different. It was creative, but definitely, like Clyde said, in this type of battle, you got to be aggressive, bring that that energy. But I think he's going in a good direction with the vibe he's trying to bring. But I'll go with Doc Spliff as well.
All right, that's what's up. So Tony Smith, as well as Sean J. Perry, both went with Doc Spliff as well. So that's unanimous as well. The next match was First Spawn versus Soul City. Again, First Spawn didn't get his beats in, and so Soul City takes that one. He's moving forward. The fourth match was Coupe de Ville versus Beta Max. And let's start with Jay Clyde this time.
So this was a close one for me, but I gave the win to Coupe de Ville on this one. Really liked the vibe he was coming with. The first beat was a little bit herky-jerky kind of, but I like the sample choices. The second beat was really dope with the Al Green drums and the acoustic guitar. I really like that one. Not even really like a battle beat, but it was just, to me, I just liked it so much that I kind of let that one slide. And then K Beta, I love the organ sample and like had some different programming, but just kind of let it play too long. You gotta bring a little bit more variety, show us a bit more of what you can do. So that, like I said, in these situations, you want to bring some variety instead of just playing one or two beats.
Yeah, I went with Coupe de Ville on this one for the same reason. K Beta, that he let that one ride too long, and I just didn't think he had enough variety to really move forward. When you have that 3-minute time slot, it's best if you at least gave us like three beats or 4 beats or something like that. And the fact he only had, I think it was 1 or maybe 2, and just let that one just play for so long, and kind of, like Jay Clyde said, it better be a smoker. Like if you just gonna run with the one, it got to be a smoker, and I don't think he gave us that smoker.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Coupe de Ville, and I'm gonna preface this by saying, man, K Beta is dope. I know him personally, man, and I'm gonna get in his ass later about this, man. You gotta play more than one beat. Better than that, man. Give us that heat. You know what I'm saying? Jesus Christ, no, but Beta's dope. Coupe de Ville is dope. It was very close. It would have been even closer if Beta would have played some more beats. So I really think that he fell victim to playing just the one beat, like everybody else said. But yeah, both very dope producers. Stretch. I think Coupe de Ville, he's very dope. I think he played a little bit safe with some of the sounds. So branch it out a little bit, experiment a little bit. Of course, we only heard 2 beats, but that's what we mean. When you come to this type of battle, show your full range if possible. But going with Coupe de Ville to move on.
Respect. Good feedback too, man. I appreciate that. And I know that all the contestants appreciate it too, man. So for this one, actually, Tony Smith as well as Sean J. Period both chose K Beta, and but Coupe de Ville wins it 3-2. So Coupe de Ville is moving forward. The next match was DJ Big Smooth versus Gold Rush. This time we'll start with Vice to Electric.
Word. So on this one, I went with DJ Big Smooth. This was very, 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 very close. And I think everybody will agree with me on that one. Gold Rush, I really like Gold Rush's beats. I wish he would have played a couple more. I actually wanted to hear more because I really liked the first 2. I think that Big Smooth showed like some very serious technical skills with the drumming, the finger drumming. I was pretty impressed by, and the change ups and sounds. It was close, but I'm going with Big Smooth by a hair.
I ended up going with Gold Rush by a hair. I like with DJ. I just
Big Smooth
me already. Big Smooth. I love what he was doing. I've just moved a little bit more by with Gold Rush brought to the table. I liked his changes and things a little bit more. So I gave it to him by a hair.
This one to me, of the first round, this was the best battle in my opinion. Both guys are really, really skilled in what they do, and 2 distinct styles. I think. I mean, you stick Big Smooth with anybody, and he's gonna stand out because his style is so dope and distinct and dynamic. This is the first time I heard Gold Rush. I really, I like the Jackson 5 flip. Good bass, good bounce. The second beat was really dope. I liked it. It was a nice mix of like kind of traditional boom bap programming, but also had some kind of new sort of, I don't want to say maybe trap techniques, but kind of newer updated techniques as well, which that's something I'm trying to incorporate into my own production. So big up on that. This one I had to give the win to Big Smooth though, because it just came down to he played more beats. And if it's even and one guy plays more than the other and they're all fire, then I gotta give it to Big Smooth. But great battle and great sets by both guys.
Respect. It was a dope battle. So as for Tony Smith and Sean J. Period, they were both split. Sean J. Period chose Gold Rush, and Tony Smith chose DJ Big Smooth, which means that DJ Big Smooth takes the win and moves forward. And the next match was Phil Real versus Sam Seed, the Shaggy Dog. Before we even get into this, man, I thought it was really dope that Sam Seed pulled out that bass guitar and started getting down. I wasn't ready for that, man. So let's start with Jay Clyde this time.
Yeah, so this one I gave the win to Phil Real. I'll say, Sam, real distinct style as well. I definitely liked pulling out the live bass on the second beat. It definitely gave it a much needed kind of bounce and a different feel. So definitely appreciated that. It just Phil, I mean, what can you say? Is all three beats he played were just insane. So yeah, Phil on that one.
Yeah, I gave this one to Phil Real as well. I love, Sam pulling out the bass. Like that was, that had me hold my pen up for a second. But I think at the end of the day, Phil Real took it. I'm
going with Phil. Very, very constructive. Dope drums, dope everything. Sam Seed, the Shaggy Dog. I like the vibe. I like the presentation, and of course, him pulling out the bass. Drum was dope. It was creative. It gave him a chance, but I definitely think Phil Real moves on.
Respect. So, same thing again with this one with Tony Smith and Sean J. Period, who are both on Instagram Live. They voted. They were split too. So Sean J. Period went with Sam Seed, and Tony Smith went with Phil Real. So Phil Real takes this one. All right. Next battle was Kel C versus Freak Sinatra, and let's start with rapper Big Pooh this time.
I went with Kel C on this one. You can tell that he's won before. He just knew how to really sequence his beats, and he knew exactly what to play. And it was just set up for this type of battle. And then I love what he was playing at on top of all of that. I just think he had his stuff set up right. Like I said, you could tell he won before, or he was in this before, because he had his stuff set up very, very precisely. And I think he took the win on that one.
Yeah, I agree. I went with Kelsey on this one. We're very familiar with him, but what really stood out to me this time is I think all three beats he played had samples in them, and I was just loving that, because usually he's so dope with the sample free stuff, but to hear him flip some actual samples this time was awesome. I mean, the first beat with the strings are just disgusting. So yeah, he took the win on that one. But Freak Sinatra is very skilled as well. I always like there's something about him. Maybe it's where he's from. If he's from like the Midwest or somewhere, but he's got a real distinct bounce to his programming. And I always enjoy that, especially like the third beat, real soulful sample, and he definitely came with it too. But I thought Kelsey was the winner here.
Yeah, not sure. Yeah, that's my homeboy. He is from the Midwest. Shout out to Midwest. He got that funky sound, man. Yeah, I'm going with Kelsey. I think it's pretty undeniable the way he came in with this, the whole presentation, the first beat, with the strings coming in, like Clyde mentioned, drums, everything was just, it's on point. He was ready. Freak was ready as well. I like the creative samples. I like the rhythm, the chops and things of that nature. First beat, I was really waiting for some like heavy type bottom to come in and just like shatter the whole situation. Didn't quite happen, but it's cool. Freak is dope. Kelsey is dope. They both showed out, but go with Kelsey to move on.
All right, that's what's up. And so Tony Smith and Sean J. Period both went with Kelsey. So Kelsey takes that. The last match of this round was Thready Beats versus Passage.
Yeah. Thready Beats. He had me going with his presentation and his energy and just the infectious smile, and that I love that. But I'm gonna go with Passage to move on. I just think technically and just overall the beat was a little bit doper, a little bit more constructive for this type of platform. But shout out to both producers. But I'm going with Passage.
Yeah, I'm going with Passage on this one. I think technically, God damn, what's the first one name? I ain't write it down. Thready. Okay, so technically Thready definitely had it, right? But I just think for this type of platform and what we're doing, I think Passage had the right type of beat for what we have going on. But definitely, Thready, keep it cracking. You know what I'm saying? You definitely got something going. I don't think it was right for what we doing here, though.
See, I actually took the opposite view on that. First of all, in the Passage, he only played one beat. Now, the beat was pretty dope. It's definitely slapped, but it's only one beat. And Thready, he's just so left field for the competition. I think it's going to be super interesting to see him move on and find out what else he plays. Because it's got that real clubby radio vibe, and I think you can, watching him play his beats back with a goofy smile and everything, you kind of miss. He's really got some nice dynamics to his production. It's like it's changing all the time, so I definitely appreciated that, and I gave the win to Thready.
That's what's up, man. So actually, Tony Smith of the James Wett Yancey Foundation also gave it to Thready, which makes it a tie right now. But Sean J. Period gave it to Passage, so Passage takes this one, 3-2.